Today's country and your all-time favorites. 95.1 The Bull. Time for our community conversation round number 2 for this morning, brought to you by our friends at Floyd County Medical Center, online at fcmc.us.com. And joining me in the studio today from Chickasaw County Pork Producers, I have Joanne Tupper joining us this morning. Joanne, a pleasure to have you in the studio once again.
Oh, glad to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, on behalf of the pork producers, and of course, it's Porktober.
It is Porktober. Everybody enjoy pork and in the month of October.
Okay, well, first things first, for those not familiar, who are the Chickasaw County Pork Producers?
Chickasaw County Pork Producers are a group of volunteer members who raise pork or are associated with the pork industry in Chickasaw County. And we just work to provide a positive image of the industry and encourage people to enjoy the product that we raise. And get my words to come out this morning. Wow.
That's all right. Well, we kind of think about a couple of things, of course, as we mentioned, Porktober, in other words, is National Pork Month.
Right. So it's all about eating pork in October, and partly, people traditionally raised hogs in the spring and harvested them in the fall, so they kind of associate fall with a lot of pork harvest. Now, of course, we raise pigs indoors and we can do it year round, but we still encourage people to eat pork in October.
Especially with now that pork nowadays is starting to get a lot more leaner and it's a lot better for you. You've got your essentials, your minerals, your nutrition.
Yeah, yep. It's wonderful servings. Very concentrated food and nutrients in one serving. So we encourage people to eat pork. It's way leaner, and if it's cooked to 145, preserve that deliciousness and sweetness and moisture content. Don't overcook it. We don't have to overcook it anymore.
No, not at all. And you know what? Here's a question pointing towards you. Depending on the cut of meat there, what is your favorite kind of chop that you like?
I'm kind of a traditional chop girl, so that's
Do you prefer it on the skinnier side, like the thinly sliced portions, or do you prefer like an America's chop?
I know a lot of people like the America cut. I don't need that much protein at one time. I mean, I love pork, but the size of the loins make a thick chop almost like a roast, so I prefer a thinner cut just because I can eat that quantity at one time.
I would agree, especially getting to this time of the year too, with the roast pork becomes a very popular thing to have in the household. A great way to do it is like the way the Germans do it with caraway seeds and get that nice essential juices in it.
Yeah. I have had that in Germany, but they do a good job.
Put it with a German dumpling and some red cabbage, and you got a fortified meal.
Yeah, there you go.
Right there.
Great. Go along with your adult beverage.
That's right. Yours of choosing. Joanne Tupper joining us here on the Morning Roundup. We're talking about Porktober here, National Pork Month. What do you guys got going on for Pork Month?
Well, we got a couple of really fun promotions going on. One here with the radio station. So we're going to do pork trivia with the radio station, and we're giving away 2 $20 pork certificates every day through the radio station. And then we're also partnering with the 6 retail markets in or near Chickasaw County, and we're giving away a $30 pork bundle at each of those locations each week. And that is the Elma Locker and Grocery in Elma, the Fairway Store here in New Hampton, the Fredericksburg Food Center, the Ionia Locker in Ionia, Miller's Custom Processing near Nashua, and at Polashuk's Locker in Protivin. So you can go into any of those locations and register. They each have their own box, and each location will have a winner each week for $30 in pork.
Excellent. We'll always look forward to that. And now with the Chickasaw County Pork Producers, how do you guys get involved in the community, especially like here in New Hampton, Nashua, any of those points?
So our community involvement, we want to, we donate to each community in the county for their parades and summer events. And then we also just got done having a promotion we partnered with the Chickasaw Snow Riders here in town and did a meal, and we covered the cost of the meal, and the Snow Riders got all the proceeds. And so that was a really good event. We served 500 sandwiches on the 21st of September. And I took home 1 piece of meat that was left in the roaster. There was 1 piece of meat left in the roaster when I went home. And I was on vacation in August, but my appropriate team from guys that are involved from Nashua did a promotion with Park and Rec in Nashua and did 400 or plus sandwiches in Nashua in August when they had Water Over the Dam Days Part 2. So we would love to be able to have the opportunities to partner with each community, try and do one thing a summer or during the year to help with that. We also donate dollars to all of the firemen departments if they're doing a breakfast towards purchase pork, and we've helped also donate dollars to the Lions Club breakfast for when they purchase pork. So try and promote those community events that are important to keep our community thriving.
You're pretty busy, pretty much. Is it all year, or is it usually during a certain season or two that you guys are pretty much just full steam ahead?
Well, we try and do stuff all year long, but sometimes it gets clustered together. So
it all runs in.
In October, sometimes it's bad because we're also doing. Most guys are doing harvest, so like it was really tricky. I try not to schedule too much during harvest because it's hard to get guys. My volunteers that help are also running combines and doing hog chores, so you got to schedule it so you don't get too many things piled on together. But if we can, there's good crew. There's 20 or 25 of us that can, we can reach out to help. We have a core of help volunteers, and then we have people that we can tap on that are volunteers that are great help. So, we show up with the grill and get the partners that we're working with to show up with their teams, and we can get great things done. So
speaking with Joanne Tupper joining us here on the Morning Roundup. Now, if someone were to want to get involved and put their talents to good work with you there, or maybe just find out more about you guys, how can we learn more about the Chickasaw County Pork Producers?
Well, we do have a Facebook page, but I'm not very Facebook savvy, and so our team on updating that isn't very good. But we supposedly have a new volunteered on that, so we do have a Chickasaw County Pork Producers as a page. And you can always get more information from the Iowa Pork Producers website also. And then another fun thing that Iowa Pork has just done is we've partnered with 4 Iowa State football players and have their purchase more ham and bacon promotion going on, because there are 4 Iowa Staters whose last names are purchase more ham and bacon. So we have a promotion going on with that. And
clever.
So that's a really fun ad that they're doing, and getting some dollars to those Iowa State players too, as far as advertising. So
excellent. Well, of course, let's dine on pork generously this month.
Well, pork's always good. If I have bacon for breakfast and pork chops for supper.
There you go. Perfect. And we'll celebrate accordingly, of course, with the pork trivia coming up here a little later on this morning. So glad to have you on, Joanne, once again, joining us here talking about Pork Month.
Always a pleasure to be here, and glad for the things that the radio station does for us. Thank you.
Absolutely. Joanne Tupper, once again, joining us here on the Morning Roundup, 95.1 The Bull, our community conversation brought to you by Floyd County Medical Center, online at fcmc.us.com.